EA Sports. It's in the game.
Though many have come, there will never be another one quite like Yellow.
Yeah, battleship sunk, throwing dirt clod chunks. Slingshot, broke no money lumps. Looking up to D-boys with the pretty dunks. Slick, sit down, you ain't in the city, chump. Get you some, get many. Move about 10 toes down, penny nut.
An NFC battle for you tonight between the Green Bay Packers and Minnesota Vikings.
And Chris, the Packers and Vikings always have great matchups, so it's never easy to make a prediction on the outcome of these contests.
Indeed, Gus, and Minnesota's rivalry with Green Bay only dates back to 1961. That's young in NFC North terms, but when you consider how great the duels have been between these two franchises with so many outstanding players, it feels like it's been going on forever. We should be in store for a great one in this game.
All right, Chris, with that in mind, it's game time, and we've got two teams really ready to rumble. And coming to the field, the quarterback, who hopes to lead this offense to victory in this game.
Let's take a look at the key players now, and chief among them is Greg Jennings out of Western Michigan, who has emerged as the go-to guy of this offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out there, especially among the wide receivers, and yet you're right, Gus. Greg Jennings has emerged as the favorite target because of his ability to catch any ball. He can go deep, and he can go get those tough catches over the middle as well.
And Chris, he is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. He's brought down around the 46-yard line by Griffin from their own 46-yard line. Takes the snap. Here they come.
Time to meet the defensive starters who are built to stop the run by being strong up front. Defensive tackle Kevin Williams out of Oklahoma State anchors a defensive line that is extremely strong.
Well, that's because Kevin Williams is extremely strong. He's one of those few guys.
The Packers will take their first time out of the half. They have it at the 40. Throws to his right. Johnson was the intended receiver. Second down and 7 yards to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. Makes the throw over the middle. E.J. Henderson.
The Packers are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
First down and 10. Number 15 hands it off.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run. And you have to deal with play action.
Jennings gains about 4 yards there. And a line up 3 yards away. Searching for an open man.
The quarterbacks don't always like to run the football, but they're like anybody else. If they see that pay dirt down there in the end zone, they're willing to stick their head in and go for it.
Mason Crosby tacks on the extra point. Green Bay is up a touchdown. Green Bay looks ready to kick it away. Harvin stands back to field the kick. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. So now the quarterback comes onto the field, and in conversations with him earlier in the week, he mentioned that he really wanted to get going early and get into a rhythm. Let's see if he can do just that. B.J. Raji was there for the stop.
Let's spotlight some of the key weapons on offense in the passing game. Centers around receiver Percy Harvin out of Florida, who is a very good deep threat.
Even if you have a great running game, it's important to have some method for stretching the field, and Percy Harvin provides the deep threat that takes a lot of pressure off of this running game.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one.
Defensively, this is a unit that is all about balance. From the guys up front to the guys in the secondary, it's a unit that is just solid, and it's led by free safety Nick Collins out of Bethune-Cookman College, who has become a perennial Pro Bowler.
You know, safeties are a lot of times the generals of the secondary, and Nick Collins is one of the best. He has great instincts for anticipating where a play is going and continually shows terrific closing speed.
Williams will take it at the 35. He makes it out to about the 47-yard line. Tahi was there to bring him down.
The Packers get another big gain there. I'm telling you, I'm impressed with what they're doing right now in the running game.
First down, 10 to go. Good coverage downfield. Looks right, throws.
What a great example of concentrating on the football there. You know, so many of these catches you see are relatively easy. That one was so difficult, and if you watch his eyes, he followed that one all the way in.
Fires a laser down the middle. The offense sets up 8 yards away from the end zone here. Short throw to the right. Chris Cook was there for the stop. Pickup of 8 on the pass. It's 3rd and goal from the 1. Big test for the defense. A score here will make this a 2-possession ball game. Hands off to the back, and he's in.
As much as we want to give credit to the running backs for scoring touchdowns, it is really the offensive line that gets it done when you get down here.
Mason Crosby is good on the point after. Crosby is just about ready to kick this one away. Harvin is back to receive the kick. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. They'll go to work at the 20. And we'll have a first down and 10. He's going deep. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. Second down now following the incomplete pass. Looked like someone might have jumped.
False start, offense.
And it will come back. Penalty on the offense.
One thing we've learned about this defense, it's hard enough to move the football against them. You cannot help them with these penalties.
The stop was made by A.J. Hawk.
That was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Has a man short to his left. And the tackle was made by Nick Collins. It's fourth down. The Vikings are lining up to punt it away. It bounces out of bounds at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 39-yard line. It's first and 10. Dumps it out left. E.J. Henderson was there to bring him down. Williams picks up about maybe 4 yards with the catch. And he's crushed as he lets it go.
And if you had a guy that big running at you, all you would do is just turn and hide, brother. I know you.
It's a 3rd and 5 situation. Going down the middle with it. Catches it, and he's dropped.
There are some receivers out there with such great hands that the quarterback is going to take a few more chances with them than he would other players. This receiver has the ability to make those kinds of catches.
Passes out to the left. Jump ball! He's got it! What a play!
It's always kind of funny to think about it.
The Packers will take their final timeout. First down and goal for the offense now after that big pass play. Up the middle. He powers into the end zone for a touchdown.
I always say making the hole is the hard part. If you give any one of a number of backs a hole that size, they're going to be able to pop it in there for a touchdown. Nice blocking there by the big guys.
Well, they will go for 2 here. Runs it in for 2. Great job there. They were able to get it in for 2. Green Bay will be kicking off. Harvin is deep, looking to return the kickoff. He'll down it in the end zone.
The Vikings are in a dangerous territory right now. This one's gotten a little out of hand, but a touchdown on this series, maybe your defense gets a little momentum going.
They'll start at the 20-yard line. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Throws it to the middle. It's picked off at the 30.
Wow, he closed on the ball quickly and came up with the interception.
Yeah, he took a risk going for the ball there because he didn't have any help behind him. But when you're that good at closing and attacking the ball, you can certainly afford to gamble occasionally.
And it's amazing what talent will let you get away with.
Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
E.J. Henderson seems to be a little shaken up on the play. Only a couple yards from the score. Fires a strike to the right. He's got it! Touchdown! This has become a real nightmare scenario. They just keep giving up points. It looks like they will go for two. They hand it off. Can't get the two-point conversion.
2-point try is no good.
Mason Crosby is ready to kick this one off. Berrien stands back to field the kick. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings suffered an interception on their last possession. The offense will take over at the 20. First down and 10. He's going deep with it. The stop was made by Nick Collins.
And when you get a wide receiver with that kind of talent on the outside, he is a threat to take it all the way on any play.
For 7, throws complete. Gain of 65.
The big gain through the air sets up the offense with another first and 10. Pass is short right side. Tight coverage, and it's picked off. There he goes. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers.
The attempted pick comes up empty, and it goes for a huge gain.
He has a reputation for going after the ball aggressively, and sometimes he's going to get burned. You just have to hope that the safety has your back on a play like that.
And that can't make the safety too happy, putting them on an island out there.
Yeah, I guess, but it really kind of goes with the territory when you have an aggressive corner. I think most of the time a safety can respect that.
Green Bay gets ready to try an onside kick. The kick is very short. The Vikings will grab the onside kick.
And that was a mistake, in my opinion. You got the lead. There's just no logic there.
Avoids a sack by getting it off as he's hit.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
So they'll face a second and 10. He goes down. Sack. They go with the no huddle.
Down to a sack. 5-yard loss on the play.
Flips it out short to his left.
The Packers came onto the field with a ton of energy that time. They controlled the line of scrimmage and didn't allow that extra yardage.
It's fourth down. The Vikings line up to punt. Well, their offense will now come onto the field in excellent position, already leading in this game. Looking for a man. He's looking down the middle. Throws. It's picked. He's dropped down around the 30-yard line by number 73. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. He rolls out to the right. He's dragged down on the play. The Vikings will take their last time out. So they decide to bring the kicker out to try and get 3 points before the half ends. The kick is no good. They'll take over at the 44-yard line. And we'll have a first down and 10. There's the deep throw. Still a half to play, but they really have taken control of this one. Our score, the Packers, 35. The Vikings, nothing. Flag on the play. And that wasn't what he had in mind on the kick. Here's the call.
And if he was trying to kick that ball out of bounds, he did a great job. That was a great job kicking that sucker out of bounds.
Peterson gets it on the counter. Clay Matthews was there for the stop. From their own 40-yard line. Jackson hands it off. Might want to start thinking of a different approach as this running game has been ineffective. And third down, 7 yards to go. On their own, let's say 43. Throws it deep, left side.
Tavares Jackson has a reputation as a bit of a wild thrower. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe it looks like he's almost aiming the ball. If he just relaxes and just goes back to the fundamentals of his mechanics, I think he'd be fine.
And he takes it at the 12.
Man, those guys were flying down the field. He didn't have a chance on that one. His blocker's got to do something for that poor guy out there, or he's going to get killed.
Here's the pass. Deep ball to the right side.
It's always kind of funny to think about with all the big guys that play the game of football. Sometimes it's the little wide receivers that scare you the most.
Makes the throw over the middle. Interception. The Vikings have taken it away twice on interceptions in this ballgame from their own 46-yard line. Here's a halfback, and the tackle was made by Clay Matthews.
The Vikings offense has had trouble getting really anything going with the ground game, and that run actually was a pretty decent gain, so maybe they'll get something going now.
They hand it off again. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
The Vikings have to be frustrated with their lack of running success in this game. I mean, how many times can you get beat like that and still keep trying to hand the football off?
He's going to run for it, and he's got room. Charles Woodson was there to bring him down.
Seems like the defensive pressure has him a little rattled out there, Chris.
Yeah, Gus, certainly seems that way. He's been quick to tuck and run rather than sitting in the pocket and finding the open man.
No question about it, but it's got to be hard to be comfortable in that pocket when it keeps collapsing around him.
Second down and 9. Ball on the 36-yard line. Has a man to his right. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
The Vikings are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
Here's a pitch, left side. He's tackled at about the 19-yard line by Jones. Peterson gets another handoff. Gets out to around the 9. Morgan Burnett was there for the stop. And that'll bring this quarter to an end, and our score is the Packers 35. The Vikings nothing. Handoff up the middle. That's a touchdown.
Adrian Peterson can beat you in so many different ways, and I know he keeps offensive coordinators up at night trying to figure out ways to stop him, but guys, don't bother. I mean, really, what are you going to do? Just try and hold his yardage down. That's your only shot.
Point after is good. With under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter of play, the score, the Vikings. 7, the Packers. 35. Low line drive kick. It's not going very far. The Packers get the ball back.
Some people will say that onside kick pretty well decided this one. I think this one was pretty much decided before the opening kickoff.
Still looking for an open man. He's going to his right. Throws. And he's tackled around the 28-yard line by Abdullah. Throws to his right. The big play by the Packers, and it's first down and goal. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football, but you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
Passes out to the left. Number 11 was the intended receiver on the play.
Third down.
Dumps it out left. And he drops the short pick.
He's one of those quarterbacks who trusts his arm maybe a little bit too much. He should have never thrown that ball.
He splits the uprights. So after that kick, the score is now the Packers 38, the Vikings 7. It's a quarterback sack. The stop was made by Nick Barnett. Another conservative call when the clock is ticking.
Yeah, and really the way the game is played these days, if you're good enough throwing the football, you can make conservative pass calls that are essentially like run plays.
Has a man open in the middle. He catches it and is tackled immediately. The referee threw the flag, but was it a late hit? That's a huge mistake for the defense. You can't let things like that happen.
And look at the defense out there. They're just sick. You go out, you make a stop on third down, and you give them the first down with a penalty. They're all sort of kicking the dirt right now.
Tucks and runs. He's free. Nick Barnett was there to bring him down.
Who says quarterbacks aren't athletes? He looked pretty good on that play. Nice job, found the hole, got upfield, got down without getting injured. Good play.
Peterson off the right side. Clay Matthews was there for the stop. 3 yards there.
3-yard gain on the play.
And throws a deep bomb over the middle.
Tavares Jackson is not the most accurate passer in the league. He lets balls get away from him sometimes, and occasionally they're fairly easy completions.
Fires a strike to the right. He's wide open downfield.
And when you get a wide receiver with that kind of talent on the outside, he is a threat to take it all the way on any play.
I don't know about you, but he looked out to me.
Yeah, but this is really the perfect use of instant replay. Officials will tell you this is among the toughest calls they have to make. Did he make the catch? Did he get the feet down? Did he dot the I? Did he maintain possession? A lot going on here.
What'd you say? Just thinking what you say, dog.
Another run. He doesn't get back to the line.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want. But ultimately, this game comes down to one big man against another big man, and that time the defense's big men, they won the battle.
No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down. And looks left, throws. He's wrestled down right around the 4-yard line by Shields. Throws to his left. Intercepted. The defense holds. The Packers defense has 3 picks in the game. Takes a shot deep to the right. Very surprising to see them go with a pass play in that situation.
Well, you want to stay aggressive, but that is the risk that you run when you throw the football there, because an incompletion means the clock stops, and that hurts.
On the ground with the tailback. Nice gain of about 7.
With the carry, 7-yard gain on the play.
Gives it to the back. E.J. Henderson was there to bring him down.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
Throws it over the middle of the field. He's brought down around the 40-yard line by Abdullah. He is wanting to go deep with it.
Boy, no question, that's one he would like to have back. That's really the strength of his game, those deep throws.
Surveys the field. Passes it deep on the left side. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. I thought for sure they'd try to run out the clock.
Well, just about the time you were thinking they were going to try and run this clock out, they go out and they're aggressive, and now the clock stops.
He's going deep. Jennings was the intended receiver. Lets it go deep.
An unusual call to go for it on 4th down there. I know you want to keep the ball as much as possible and run the clock, but with that kind of field position, you're playing with fire.
Looks to the right. He's going for it all. Picked off. That concludes our game, but stay right there to catch the post-game wrap-up. And let's take a look at the Gatorade Performer of the Game.
I reminisce. Yeah.
I reminisce for a spell, or shall I say think back 22 years ago to keep it on track. The birth of a child on the 8th of October, a toast. But my granddaddy, count all the fingers and the toes. Now I suppose you hope the little black boy grows. 18 years younger than my mama, but I really got the girl of trauma. In single parenthood, there I stood. By the time she was 21, had another one. This one's a girl. Let's name her Pam. Same father as the first, but you don't. Irresponsible, plain not thinking. Papa said chill, but the brother keep winking. Still he won't down, you were down, you could hide. On your side while the slide. But mama got wise to the game. The youngest of 5 kids, hun, here it is. After 10 years without no spouse, mama's getting married in the house. Listen, positive over negative for the woman, the master. Mother Queen's rise in the chapter. Deja vu, tell you what I'm gonna do when they reminisce over you, my God. My God. When I think back, I recall a man off the family tree. My right hand, Papa Doc, I see. Took me from a boy to a man, so I always had a father. When my biological didn't bother taking care of this. So who am I to picker? Not a bad ticker, but I'm clocking Pop's liver. But you can never say that his life is through. 5 kids at 21, believe he got a right to. Here we go while I check the scene with the scene. At the age of 14, the same age, front page, no fuss. But I bet you all you know they live longer than us. Never been seen now, that's where you're wrong. But give the man a taste and he's gone. Nodding off sleep to a jazz tune. I can on the wall in the next room. I get the pillow and hope I don't wake him. But this man, the cuss, hear it all in verbatim. Telling me how to raise my boy unless he's taking over. I said, Pop, maybe when you're older. We laughed all night at the party. My old man standing yelling, good God Almighty. You shake sips of the when they reminisce over you, for real. For real, baby. Like that. We for real. Coming at you. Reminisce so you never forget this. The days are way back, so many bear witness the fitness. Take the first letter out of each word in this joint. Listen close as I prove my point. T to the R-O-Y, how did you and I meet in front of Big Lou's fighting in the street? But only you saw what took many time to see. I dedicate this to you for believing in me. Rain or shine, yes in any weather. My grandma Pam holds the family together. My Uncle Doc's the greatest, better get the latest. If we're talking about a car, Uncle Sterling got the latest. I strive to be live.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Super Champion,
between the Packers and the Buccaneers.
Playing on the road, always a difficult place to win. What does the traveling team have to do?
Well, Gus, there's no question that not only do you have to overcome a terrific football team, but you have to overcome one of the toughest environments in the National Football League. So emotionally, you almost have to find your own energy on the field. The bench has to be alive. You have to be cheering for each other. You just have to create that raw emotion to overcome what the crowd is giving you on the other side.
All right, Chris, and with that in mind, time to get this one going. We are ready for the NFL on EA Sports right now. They'll set up shop at the 20-yard line. And we'll have a first down and 10. Number 27 gets a call.
All right, let's take a look at the offense. A unit that is growing. And tight end Kellen Winslow Jr. out of the U has emerged as a rising star.
Yeah, and Kellen Winslow Jr. is a veteran in this league, and yet you still think of him, and he still plays like a very young player, but he has become the foundation for this offense.
And Chris, he is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Number 27 on the inside handoff.
The coach can't be happy with him after that fumble. Priority number one has to be hanging on to the ball, right, Chris?
Yeah, I guess it's so true. No team wants to give their opponent the chance to get a takeaway on a fumble, and I'm sure the coach will have a few choice words for him. You can bet the next time he touches that ball, he's going to be hanging on tight.
Fourth down. The Buccaneers lining up to punt. Williams fields the ball at the 30. And coming to the field, the quarterback, who hopes to lead this offense to victory in this game. They'll take over at the 33. First down, 10 to go. There's the deep throw.
Let's take a look at the key players now. And chief among them is Greg Jennings out of Western Michigan, who has emerged as the go-to guy of this offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out there, especially among the wide receivers, and yet you're right, Gus. Greg Jennings has emerged as the favorite target because of his ability to catch any ball. He can go deep, and he can go get those tough catches over the middle as well.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Heavy pressure, and he fumbles it. Tampa Bay has the football. The defense forces an early mistake, and sometimes that'll trigger a huge momentum shift. The offense will start at the 49-yard line. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Number 27 on the run.
Defensively, this is a unit that is all about balance. From the guys up front to the guys in the secondary, it's a unit that is just solid, and it's led by free safety Nick Collins out of Bethune-Cookman College, who has become a perennial Pro Bowler.
You know, safeties are a lot of times the generals of the secondary, and Nick Collins is one of the best. He has great instincts for anticipating where a play is going and continually shows terrific closing speed.
Has a man out to his right. Interception. He's tackled right around the 36-yard line by Lee. First down and 10. Number 1 takes a handoff. And the tackle was made by Barrett Ruud. It's 2nd and 5 here. Number 1 gets it on the inside. Barrett Ruud was there for the stop. Third and short situation now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert. Number 1 takes the give. And it looks short from up here.
All right, let's take a look at the defense, and linebacker Barrett Rood out of Nebraska is emerging as a young, talented defender.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that the players and his teammates love because of the way that he just puts everything into every play, and those sort of max effort guys always get respect in the league.
Again with the run. Daquan Bowers was there to bring him down. It's 1st and 10. He's looking down the middle. Throws. He's dropped down around the 15-yard line by Black. That'll bring up 2nd down, a couple of yards needed to convert. He makes his way to about the 6. Daquan Bowers was there for the stop. It's 1st down and goal. He lost yardage on the play.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Has a seam down the middle. Barrett Rood was there to bring him down. They get about 10 yards there.
10 on the play.
So here we go. It's 3rd and goal from the 1 as they look to break the tie. He cruises in for the touchdown. The Packers score the game's first touchdown.
That was just power versus power right there. Both teams in their goal line formation. The offense just simply won the battle at the point of attack.
Well, they will go for 2 here. Adrian Claiborne was there for the stop.
The 2-point conversion failed.
Mason Crosby gets ready to kick it away. Number 81 is back to receive the kick. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers come back out looking for better results than their last time on the field. They'll start at the 20. And we'll have a 1st down and 10.
Yeah, the offensive line did their job. They created enough of a seam to get him up into the secondary, and then he was able to explode from there.
1st down, 10 to go. And with that, we have reached the 2-minute warning. We will be back after this break from your local stations. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dumps it short.
Number 5 can't complete the pass.
So they'll face a 2nd and 10. And they got him. Woodson records his first sack of the season.
So he goes down again. The defense is making their way into the backfield and getting to the quarterback. Chris, what can he do here to turn this around?
Well, Gus, you know, this guy can move. He isn't strictly a pocket passer, so look for him to try to scramble out of the pocket and try to make something happen with his feet.
Williams on the give. He's wrestled down right around the 40-yard line. by Pickett. It's fourth down. The Buccaneers ready to punt this one away. The Packers will take their first timeout of the half. So, it's fourth down. The Buccaneers line up to punt. Williams fields it at the 22.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
He's brought down right around the 48-yard line by Jackson. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 48. And looking right. He lets it go.
Yeah, but you have to be careful making that throw. Sometimes those are easily intercepted. You did a good job getting out of there, but that throw was dangerous.
Passes it over the middle of the field.
As a quarterback, you have to go through your reads. That was his first look on that play, and he shouldn't have stayed with it that long. That was a bad decision.
He's looking towards the left side. He drops the easy pick. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up fourth down.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say, what happened on third down? And you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
He loads up for the deep throw. They didn't get it. Incomplete pass.
Well, that decision certainly backfired. The defense was ready, and now it goes back to their offense. Never know what kind of impact that's going to have on this game. We'll watch for it, but certainly a little momentum swing here.
Watch out, he's got space. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 33-yard line. So with the half ending, they're just going to try and put 3 points on the board. He put just enough on that one to coax it through.
Yeah, maybe not a perfect kick there, but if it goes over the crossbar and between the uprights, it doesn't matter how far, they're still putting 3 points on the board.
That'll be it for the first half of play. The score is 6-3. Packers. Welcome back to Green Bay. Green Bay will get it first here in the second half. Here we go. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. He's stopped at the 24-yard line. Number 35 was there to bring him down. The offense will take over at the 24-yard line. First down and 10. And he's tackled at about the 33-yard line by number 31. Short yardage situation here, second and a yard. Look out, heavy pressure on him.
The quarterback had no chance on that play. Talk about raw determination by the defender to get into the backfield.
Yeah, not a lot of pretense on that play, huh? He is so strong, it seems like he can bulldoze through these huge offensive linemen almost at will. They're going to need to find a way to double-team him if they ever hope to keep him off their quarterback.
And that opens up room for other defenders.
Yeah, exactly, and that's another reason why he's so dangerous. You need two guys to shut him down, which allows one of the other defenders to get after the quarterback unblocked.
And sometimes pressure is cumulative. Over the course of a day, over the course of a season,
Glad to have you with us for this head-to-head between the Packers and the Buccaneers. The Packers
are hosting here and want to be able to keep the home field advantage going as we get ready for this one. Chris, what is the key in this matchup?
Well, Gus, I think you said it best, home field advantage. This team needs to come out and rally early to get the fans on their side. If you have thousands of fans screaming and cheering, you feed off of that and you can turn it into some positive stuff on the field. This should be a great game in this one.
All right, Chris, with that in mind, it's game time, and we've got two teams really ready to rumble. So now the quarterback comes onto the field, and in conversations with him earlier in the week, he mentioned that he really wanted to get going early and get into a rhythm. Let's see if he can do just that. Searching for an open man. They picked it off. He's dropped down around the 15-yard line by Wells.
It's okay. I'm good. Let's go.
Glad to have you with us for this head-to-head between the Packers and the Buccaneers. The Packers
playing on their home field, and they want to be able to keep this advantage going. As we get ready for this one, Chris, what is the key in this matchup?
Well, and I think you hit on it, Gus, the home field advantage, because these two teams obviously match up very well against each other. So as the home team, you're hoping that you can sort of incite your own fans and get that energy in the building, because in a game this close, that well could be the difference.
All right, Chris, with that in mind, let's go down to the field. We are ready for football. And coming to the field, the quarterback, who hopes to lead this offense to victory in this game. And they get to him.
Number 15, taken down for a sack.
It's now 2nd and long following the sack. He's looking towards the left side.
Let's take a look at the key players now. Chief among them is Greg Jennings out of Western Michigan, who has emerged as the go-to guy of this offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out there, especially among the wide receivers, and yet you're right, Gus. Greg Jennings has emerged as the favorite target because of his ability to catch any ball. He can go deep, and he can go get those tough catches over the middle as well.
And Chris, he is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. And looks left, throws, and the tackle was made by Sean Jones.
Yeah, when you see the blitz, you have to understand your own protections, because if your protection is sliding away from the blitz, you have no choice but to get it out of there to the hot receiver.
He cruises in for the touchdown.
The attempted pick comes up empty, and it goes for a huge gain.
He has a reputation for going after the ball aggressively, and sometimes he's going to get burned. You just have to hope that the safety has your back on a play like that.
And that can't make the safety too happy, putting them on an island out there.
Yeah, I guess, but it really kind of goes with the territory when you have an aggressive corner. I think most of the time a safety can respect that.
Mason Crosby hits the PAT. It's now a 7-point game. Green Bay up 7 points. Green Bay is ready to kick this one off. Number 81 is back to receive the kick. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback.
A nice play there results in a big gain through the air.
Yeah, and you see the defensive back try to make a play on the ball there instead of making sure the pass fell incomplete. This guy will make a lot of big plays for his team, but sometimes it's a bit of a gamble, and that time it didn't pay off.
Yeah, we'll see if he takes a more conservative approach the next time the ball is thrown in his direction.
They get 3 yards on the play. They're looking at a 2nd and 7. Freeman with the pitch. He's brought down around the 24-yard line by Jones. And looking at a 3rd and 6 right here. Ball on their own 24. Good coverage downfield. He's tackled around the 32-yard line by Jones. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Number 27 gets the call again. He fights forward to about the 33. B.J. Raji was there to bring him down. Again with the run. He's dropped for a loss.
Well, you know the safeties are going to attack the line of scrimmage against the run, but you just don't expect them to get there so soon that they're going to make the tackle in the backfield.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Our score here, 7-0. Looking to his left. He's going deep. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on third down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
Williams gets the ball at the 27.
Man, those guys were flying down the field. He didn't have a chance on that one. His blocker's got to do something for that poor guy out there, or he's going to get killed.
Going deep toward the left sideline. Makes the leaping catch. Rondé Barber was there for the stop. And the big pickup through the air brings up a first down and 10. The stop was made by Daquan Bauer. Not much, maybe 2 yards on the carry. Second down and 8 here. Ball on the 21-yard line. Throws it to the middle. And the tackle was made by Sean Jones.
The Packers get another good chunk there. And so far, that's really been the story of this one. They drop back, they throw it, they move the chains on almost every pass play. What a first half for these guys.
They hand it off. Barrett Ruud was there to bring him down. That's a 2-yard gain. 4 yards will get them in for the score. Looks right, throws. Intercepted, the defense holds.
You know, Tom, I think he got baited into that throw. He thought the defensive back was going elsewhere. He did a little fake, came back in, made the pick, just a real heads-up play.
Gives it off. Stiff arms, and he's brought down.
The Buccaneers have had very little success running the ball so far, but that time they were able to create a little push and get some decent yardage.
And just about 4 yards away here on second down. And we're at the 2-minute warning.
The NFL on EA Sports will continue after this word from your local station.
Throws to his left. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And that's good quarterback play. He recognized the blitz. He understood.
Should be raising their glasses, flow crazy, celebrating the madness. I never thought I would deliver no classics. Then I hooked up with them and they delivered more classics. Yeah, I be keeping it true. Hotel good, long as I can peep on the view.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Glad to have you with us for this head-to-head between the Packers and the Buccaneers. The Packers
are hosting here and want to be able to keep the home field advantage going as we get ready for this one. Chris, what is the key in this matchup?
Well, Gus, I think you said it best, home field advantage. This team needs to come out and rally early to get the fans on their side. If you have thousands of fans screaming and cheering, you feed off of that and you can turn it into some positive stuff on the field. This should be a great game in this one.
All right, Chris, and with that in mind, time to get this one going. We are ready for the NFL on EA Sports right now. Crosby tees it up, and he'll be kicking it away to get this one started. He'll down it in the end zone. And here comes Josh Freeman, a fourth-year man out of Kansas State, a Pro Bowl alternate in 2010. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. And we'll have a first down and 10. Flips out short. The stop was made by Nick Barnett.
All right, let's take a look at the offense. A unit that is growing, and tight end Kellen Winslow Jr. out of the U has emerged as a rising star.
Yeah, and Kellen Winslow Jr. is a veteran in this league, and yet you still think of him, and he still plays like a very young player, but he has become the foundation for this offense.
And Chris, he is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one.
Defensively, this is a unit that is all about balance. From the guys up front to the guys in the secondary, it's a unit that is just solid, and it's led by free safety Nick Collins out of Bethune-Cookman College, who has become a perennial Pro Bowler.
You know, safeties are a lot of times the generals of the secondary, and Nick Collins is one of the best. He has great instincts for anticipating where a play is going and continually shows terrific closing speed.
Williams fields the ball at the 34. So now the quarterback comes onto the field, and in conversations with him earlier in the week, he mentioned that he really wanted to get going early and get into a rhythm. Let's see if he can do just that.
Let's take a look at the key players now, and chief among them is Greg Jennings out of Western Michigan, who has emerged as the go-to guy of this offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out there, especially among the wide receivers, and yet you're right, Gus. Greg Jennings has emerged as the favorite target because of his ability to catch any ball. He can go deep, and he can go get those tough catches over the middle as well.
And Chris, he is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one.
Bad boy just stepped in town. The bad boy stepped in town. Ask for me, I'm world renowned. We were the people who came to see, who came to break it down. Cut the lights, cue the sound. See the bodies hit the ground. Them pretty girls been texting. They wanna wear my Stetson. They call me futuristic. They think I'm Mr. Jetson. Follow the tour, but we'll get you to the next show. Unforgettable dudes till we get big. All around the world, everybody sings along. Never looking back, it's a long, long way from our home. Ooh, tell the sheriff, like the party's gone.
Introducing your
Glad to have you with us for this head-to-head between the Packers and the Lions. The Packers
Playing on the road, always a difficult place to win. What does the traveling team have to do?
Well, Gus, there's no question that not only do you have to overcome a terrific football team, but you have to overcome one of the toughest environments in the National Football League. So emotionally, you almost have to find your own energy on the field. The bench has to be alive. You have to be cheering for each other. You just have to create that raw emotion to overcome what the crowd is giving you on the other side.
All right, Chris, with that in mind, it's game time, and we've got two teams really ready to rumble. And coming to the field, the quarterback, who hopes to lead this offense to victory in this game. Throws it over the middle of the field.
Let's take a look at the key players now. And chief among them is Greg Jennings out of Western Michigan, who has emerged as the go-to guy of this offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out there, especially among the wide receivers, and yet you're right, Gus. Greg Jennings has emerged as the favorite target because of his ability to catch any ball. He can go deep, and he can go get those tough catches over the middle as well.
And Chris, he is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one.
As we introduce the key players on defense, we look no further than Ndamukong Suh out of Nebraska. How do you do? He's a dominant force on the D-line.
Yeah, Gus, this guy, for such a young player, is as polished as you are. He has the instincts out there of a 10-year pro, and players like him that can come in and dominate the defensive line so soon in their career, well, you know, they're really once-in-a-generation type players.
Here's a pass over the middle. Deion Grant was there for the stop.
And that fake really was the difference. Not only did the quarterback sell it, the running back sold it, the offensive line did, and the receiver was open for a nice play.
Passes out to his right. It's tipped and falls incomplete. They'll face second down and 10. Goes through his progression. Comes down with it. Touchdown!
There aren't too many better options than that guy when you're talking about throwing one in the end zone. Some of the best hands in all of football.
Crosby is good on the point after. Green Bay is up a touchdown. Green Bay gets ready to kick it away. Logan is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Here we go. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. A.J. Hawk was there to bring him down. Best takes the give.
Let's meet the offensive starters, a unit that has some serious weapons. They call him Megatron. Calvin Johnson, a pro from Georgia Tech, is becoming one of the most exciting wideouts in the NFL.
I agree. To me, he's leading the wave of the next group of great NFL wide receivers. He's got size, speed, and an unbelievable jumping ability. It's almost unfair to those guys trying to cover him.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. From their own 49-yard line. Stafford gives it left.
Defensively, this is a unit that is all about balance. From the guys up front to the guys in the secondary, it's a unit that is just solid, and it's led by free safety Nick Collins out of Bethune-Cookman College, who has become a perennial Pro Bowler.
You know, safeties are a lot of times the generals of the secondary, and Nick Collins is one of the best. He has great instincts for anticipating where a play is going and continually shows terrific closing speed.
On the ground, up the middle. And the tackle was made by Nick Barnett. It's 4th down. The Lions are lining up to punt this one away. Here comes the punt. No, it's a pass. It's knocked down. Excellent play by the defender.
Turning the ball over on downs this early in the game just gives your opponent too much momentum unnecessarily.
Looking for a big gain down the middle. He's dropped down around the 44-yard line by Follett. 1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. Number 1, the ball carrier. He's wrestled down at about the 39-yard line by Levy. Brings up 2nd down and 5. And he's tackled right around the 26-yard line by number 42. It's 1st and 10. Number 1 gets it on the inside. Nice gain of 9 yards. 2nd down and very short yardage here. They'll go with the run once again. He's brought down right around the 14-yard line by Levy. Looks for the safe short throw. He's tackled at about the 7-yard line by Levy. The offense will line up at the 6. Throws to his right. He's got it! Touchdown!
9 times out of 10, it seems like when they want to throw the ball into the end zone, you know whose number they're going to call. He just has a way of making plays even with defenders around him.
And they'll try to tack on 2 points here. They'll keep it on the ground again. Great job there. They were able to get it in for 2. Green Bay is just about ready to kick this one away. Logan is back to receive the kick. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. The offense will start at the 20. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Rolling left, looking downfield. Young was the intended receiver on their own 20-yard line. Good coverage downfield. Makes the grab near the sideline, but no signal yet. Still looking for an open man.
Number 9.
They go with the no huddle.
7-yard loss on the play.
He's searching for a receiver.
The quarterback found his man there and picks up a big gain through the air. Chris, how did he get open on that play?
Well, Gus, this guy is known for being a ball hawk, but sometimes if a defensive back tries to make a play on the ball, he'll come up short and leave his receiver open for a big gain, and I think that's exactly what we saw there.
It'll be interesting to see how he plays him for the rest of the game.
Number 81 was his intended target. Moves to his right. He takes off. The Lions will take their second time out of the half. Third down now. They'll need about 3 yards to convert for a new set of downs. They'll throw for the first. Knocked out of bounds at the 21. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that was a nice job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback enough time to survey the field and find the open guy.
Best gets the carry.
For me, there's nothing more impressive in football than to see a cover cornerback able to come up and make the stops on the run. That's a complete football play.
The stop was made by Charles Woodson. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on third down. They'll throw for the first.
Well, this is a guy who's known for taking some risks, but that was an unnecessary risk there. Lucky that wasn't intercepted.
The kick is good. So that will make the score the Lions 3, the Packers 15. Nick Harris looks ready to kick it away. Cobb stands back to field the kick. And it's fielded at the 4. He makes it out to the 20. Eric Coleman was there for the stop. They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. First down and 10. Fires a laser down the middle.
I don't know if the ball slipped out of his hand or what, but that one really wasn't that close for a professional quarterback.
They're going deep. Jump ball! He's got it! What a play! He'll just jog into the end zone. Whoa!
How about that burst of speed to take it all away? That was fun to watch.
Crosby adds the extra point. And I doubt we'll see a deep kick here. They'll probably just squib it to get to the half. He'll down it in the end zone. They'll set up shop at the 20. And we'll have a first down and 10. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And the tackle was made by Clay Matthews. They are really going to have to fight to get back into this one. Our score, the Packers, 22. The Lions, 3. We look ready to get the second half underway. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback.
The Lions are looking to dig themselves out of this big hole that they've dug themselves into, and at the very least, you have to show the guys on the other bench you're not going to roll over.
Stafford hands off. He's dropped down around the 21-yard line by Pickett. Second down and 9. And he's crushed as he lets it go. Bryant Johnson was the intended receiver on the play.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
Searching for an open man. Well, now they'll be faced with a fourth down situation.
Great job there getting to the quarterback. The defense went with the bull rush and just manhandled this offensive line. They've got to be more stout. They've got to be able to hold up in protection.
Williams will take it at the 47. And it's pretty apparent that just about everything is working for these guys today. They'll take over at the 50. First down, 10 to go. Dumps it out left. He tipped the ball away. Number 11 was the intended receiver. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. Ball at midfield. Looking. Fires it to the left. The stop was made by Alfonso Smith. And so far in this one, as you can see, this player has been the impact performer of the game so far. Surveys the field. It's tipped away. Great defense. Gronkowski was his intended target. Second down and 7 yards to go. Number 1 gets the carry right side. And the tackle was made by Bobby Carpenter. That brings up 3rd and 10. And the ball on the 29-yard line. Throws to his left. And the pass falls incomplete. Looks like they decided to go for it here. Looking for a man. Throws it over the middle of the field.
Looked like an unnecessary risk that time. You easily could have added 3 points to your lead. Instead, now the momentum shifts, and we'll see how it goes from here.
Stafford hands it left. 5-yard pickup.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's now 2nd and 5. Ball on their own 34. Steps and throws to the left side. He's wrestled down at about the 47-yard line by Williams. So they line up at the 47. Morris gets the ball. And he's tackled right around the 40-yard line by Pickett. Second down, and they're going to need just about 3 yards to pick up the first. Dumps it out right. Tip pass, and it's incomplete. They can't hook up on that pass. Now the offense will be facing 3rd down. 3rd down now. They'll need about 3 yards to convert for a new set of downs. Passes out to the left. Clay Matthews was there to bring him down. You know, it's really easy to overlook those big guys on the line, but they did a good job picking up the blitz.
Yeah, that's a great call, because when you get a blitz package like that and your offensive line can first of all figure it out and then get it blocked, it's very tough to cover one-on-one in the secondary.
It's a touchdown. They're still in this.
That was a great example of what a guy with speed can do for your football team. He hauled it in, and goodbye. Jason Hanson
is good on the point after. So, at the end of 3, our score, 22-10. Nick Harris is ready to kick this one off. Williams is deep, looking to return the kickoff. And he gathers it at the 6-yard line.
The quarterback is having some success with this matchup. What do you see here, Chris?
Well, after a big gain like that, the quarterback may try to target this guy for really the rest of the game. It'll be interesting to see how this matchup progresses now that he's found a bit of an opening.
Number 11 was the intended receiver on the play from their own 24-yard line. Goes through his progression. Steps up in the pocket. He goes down. Sack. So they're facing 3rd and long following the sack. Throws to his right. The stop was made by Chris Houston.
Well, there's a guy you want to get the ball to on 3rd down. He runs great routes, probably as good as anyone in football, and he can make that tough catch on 3rd down.
Passes it over the middle of the field. And the tackle was made by Bobby Carpenter.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
He drops the easy pick. It's now 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 46-yard line. Heavy pressure, and he's brought down. Not many plays in the playbook designed to get this kind of yardage. 3rd down and long. And looks left. Throws. He's tackled around the 27-yard line by Delmas. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Number 15 hands it off. Brought down behind the line.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
He's looking towards the left side. Very surprising to see them go with a pass play in that situation.
Well, you want to stay aggressive, but that is the risk that you run when you throw the football there, because an incompletion means the clock stops, and that hurts.
He's brought down around the 3-yard line by Delmas. Green Bay, it's about to extend the lead to 3 scores. Look out, heavy pressure on him. Sacked on the play action. The offense will line up at the 9. They hand it off again. He's dropped down at about the 3-yard line by Follett. Gets away from it. Touchdown. And that should wrap this game up.
Well, I know they were trying to be aggressive there and force a turnover or do something to turn this game around, but now with a 3-score lead, it is pretty much done.
Powers in for the 2-point conversion. Great job there. They were able to get it in for 2.
And you could tell the offense had a plan throughout that drive. Not only did they get the touchdown, but they immediately got the call in for the 2-point conversion. They knew exactly what they wanted to do and executed it perfectly.
Green Bay gets ready to kick it away. Logan is back to receive the kick. Shields was there for the stop. The offense will start at the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Gets rid of it as he's hit.
And if you had a guy that big running at you, all you would do is just turn and hide, brother. I know you.
Checks down to the short pass. Pettigrew was the intended receiver. They're facing a 3rd and 10. They have the ball on their own 18. Short throw to the right. Nick Barnett was there to bring him down. A 5-yard gain on the pass.
Gain of 5.
Short pass to his left.
I can't really second-guess the call on the part of the offense there. They really felt like they needed to keep this drive alive, just didn't get it done.
They'll start at the 23. 1st down and 10. Number 1 takes the give. Ndamukong Suh was there for the stop. It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Good coverage downfield.
Who says quarterbacks aren't athletes? He looked pretty good on that play. Nice job, found the hole, got upfield, got down without getting injured. Good play.
Still looking for an open man. Touchdown, Packers.
Aren't many of those big, high-paid quarterbacks going to stick their head in there like that on that one? That was a nice play.
And he adds the point after. Crosby is just about ready to kick this one away. Logan stands back to field the kick. They'll try a squib kick. Pettigrew takes it at the 33. He's wrestled down around the 41-yard line by Jones. The offense will take over at the 41-yard line. And we'll have a 1st down and 10. He's searching for a receiver.
Or it may have just been a really bad pass. I'm voting for the latter.
So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Looking, fires it to the left. Picked, and that's the game. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers.
You know, it's bad enough offensively to throw an interception, but you can't let the guy run down the field for a touchdown. You have to turn into a defensive player at that point. They did not make that transition.
So after the pick, the defense puts up points on this possession. The PAT is up and good. Mason Crosby will be kicking off. Young is deep, looking to return the kickoff. He'll down it in the end zone. They'll get the ball here at the 20-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Rolls to his right.
Number 9 goes incomplete.
They'll face second down and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. He rolls out to the right.
The pass is incomplete. Number 16, the intended receiver.
Third down now, 10 yards for the first. He's in trouble, and he can't hold on to the ball. Detroit will maintain possession.
Sometimes there's nothing more interesting than a fumbled football because that oblong-shaped football really makes for some interesting bounces out there. They were lucky to get that one back.
They get to him on fourth down. That's going to do it. We have highlights coming right up, so don't go anywhere. And let's take a look at the Gatorade Performer of the Game.
Yeah, I am a man, up in the air. And I run around this town and act like I don't care. So when you see me flying by the planet's moon, you don't need to explain if everything's changed, just know I'm just like